are back, episode 78.
78. Come on, my boy.
78. I thought it was 78, but you can never be too sure. We've recorded so many at this point.
Never be too sure. And let's just start off the show real quick, letting you know about this show is presented by our friends. You see the sweater, you see the hat. Moon Golf. We Ann and Dan, they've got 4 locations. If you're in the Florida area, pretty much you can touch any side of Florida and get to them. If you're up here near us, you can go to Auburn, Alabama, and check them out. They just got one of the probably the newest piece of equipment in golf. I wouldn't say newest, but most important that people don't think about when it comes to getting fitted. And I'm going to actually let Brady talk about it because he's had one of his shafts pured. They had to ship it off, but they have it in Auburn now. And so let me tell you this before Brady goes into it. Most stores you go to and you get fitted, they're going to, fit you to a shaft and whatnot and be like, here's your shaft. But Moon Golf takes it a step further. And I'll let Brady talk about how his driver shaft is perfect for him now.
I believe the technology behind it, it balances, it finds the perfect balance point. So to get something like that done in store, on site, I think is a pretty big deal. You can definitely tell out on the course where it's improving, especially with like your consistency. You're going to find that balance point every time once you get it pured, and there's going to be like no reason. I feel like no reason for any kind of bad tempo with the driver shaft. That's what I got it. I think you can get it done with any other club in your bag, but yeah.
Jonah's whole bag is
specifically.
Pured.
Oh, you can do it with metal shafts too?
Jonah's whole bag is all pured.
See, I did not know that. I thought it was just the graphite shafts.
You learn something new every day.
You think, does it matter if putters are balanced like that?
Probably
I'm
not.
sure it would, but yeah.
I bet those
I like a good, I won't mind lying balanced.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you were going to say something about it. I said, we have it in the notes if you're going to talk about a new putter in the bag. Save it for the notes.
No, I was just saying I won't mind to be lie angle balanced.
So basically what we're saying is Moon Golf does more than just find the right shaft for you. Or personally, here's what I love about Moon Golf. I went to a store, got fitted, and all they did was adjust my line going, like made it upright. I've been now and I've watched, I think Brady and Zach, get fitted at Moon Golf. And just the attention to detail that they gave y'all when they were doing it. And it wasn't like man, I'm tired of this guy hitting the golf shot, so let's just put him in a shaft. But I think it was, I don't remember which one of y'all was, but y'all went through so many shafts to see what was the one for you, and then went back through a couple more. Like, they really wanted to make sure they put you in the correct one.
They did that with my 3-wood too.
Yeah.
So
it's
it wasn't
not
like
a quick in a hurry thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I hit 7 different shafts that day.
So what definitely wasn't like, I mean, and here's our thing. Our knowledge of shafts, he could have hit 2 shafts and he could have been like, all right, Brady, this is the one for you, and got you out of there. And you'd have been like, yeah, this is the one for me.
Yeah.
But he made sure. So we love Moon Golf. We're thankful for him. And I think we said it, but the boys are re-signed 2024. The boys are doing it.
And beyond. As far as I'm concerned, and beyond.
And so here's the good news is that we actually earlier just talked. I'm echoing. Who's got us echoing?
That was
we're talking
to me.
Oh, you're good. We were talking to Ann earlier, and we've got some new videos possibly. I mean, not possibly, but are going to come out in 2024, including Moon Golf, specifically at the Moon Golf location. So can't wait.
And one featuring Ann and Dan.
You know what would be wild is if the boys, it'd be easy to go to Auburn, but if somehow we ended up at the number one, the first store in Melbourne, and that's where we filmed it at.
Oh, yeah. I got miles.
Yeah. We may just do it at Auburn anyways, because Mitchell's about to have a baby. So we shall see. All right, boys. Well, that's the intro of the show. Here we go. Let's get into it this week. This is the clubhouse. This is the part of the show where we're going to talk about everything happening in golf. And so let's start with the most recent big news. If you're social media influencers, and you keep up and you watch YouTube golf or you keep up anything that you've heard about the Bryan Bros. And so this past week, they competed in the Butterfield Bermuda Championship, and it was very interesting to watch. And the fact that they both made the cut was incredible.
At 5 under.
Yes. Did you watch? So Wesley started day 2 at 2 over. He shot 2 over day 1. George shot 2 under. Day 2, Wesley was 2 over, and on the back 9, he had to make, in 5 holes, he had to make 4 birdies to make the cut, and he did it, which was crazy.
He's good.
Yeah, shot 7 under on the day.
He may not be major good, but he's good enough to compete a lot of weeks.
Which is wild. Had to shoot 7 under on the day, and he pulled it off. Last 5 holes, knowing that you have to birdie 4 of them to make the cut, and he did it.
For one of us, knowing that you got to bird in one of them.
Stressful.
Even par, some of them.
What would have been really cool is I think it came down to hole 8, which was 17 for George on day 2, Friday. As he missed a birdie putt, but if he would have made that birdie putt, him and Wesley would have been paired together on Saturday, which would have been really cool. But George missed the birdie putt.
Number one complaint about the weekend: no coverage. There was no PGA coverage of them.
So the reason I have all this information is if you go on YouTube, PGA has a series called The Turn or something like that. And just today they put out episode 2, and it featured George and Wesley and 2 other golfers at the Bermuda, and it kind of shows, but it was like a 30-minute episode. It showed behind the scenes. It was really neat because it showed a lot of George and Wesley talking to each other behind the scenes between things. It showed them hitting the range. You should go watch it, everybody. It was pretty good. Interesting. Here we go. Wesley finished tied for 37th at 12 under, and he says he made $27,625. Not a bad weekend. George tied for 69th. Now, here's what I'm confused about. It says on the website when I looked at the payouts that he made $13,000, but does he really get $13,000 since he was just an exemption?
Probably. I mean,
I would assume the payout's the same.
Even if you just got the sponsor exemption.
I mean, if he won, he would get the purse.
Oh, yeah. Wow, crazy. Here he is on YouTube. It probably takes, I don't know, what kind of money he makes, but I imagine getting $13,000 for 1 week's worth of work would be like, yeah, this is a taste of what I want right here.
Grant Horvat said that he's the guy to do it right now. He said he's one of the best swingers of the golf club right now.
You talk about himself or talking about George?
He's talking about George. He said he thinks George has the best swing on tour.
Wow. Grant said that?
Yep.
Grant also said he could go out and win. Was it win or make the cut?
I think he does a series where he tries to make the cut.
I'll say this. This is my hot take. You put Grant and Micah in a PGA Tour event, any course, it don't matter. PGA Tour event with PGA Tour players, neither one will make the cut.
I think they should try it. I like how they gave the sponsorship out to George here. I mean, they should start letting more YouTuber influencer guys. They should just be like, "Hey, I'm talking about." I mean,
no, Brady
said great for us, but yeah,
Brady said YouTubers. We're YouTubers.
Yeah,
that's me. I'm an influencer. I'm here.
Maybe they'll let us 4-man scramble as one player.
Say, could you imagine us on one of us? That'd be so bad.
Get all 4 of us out there. We'll just play for one spot.
So here's the question. Do y'all think George is going to get through Q School this go-around? And can he keep a career going on the PGA Tour?
I hope.
Think so?
For the sake of
I like him.
Watch it, yeah.
I think he'd probably, if he got to the tour, I think he'd be very equivalent to Wesley's career, where plays in events, misses the cut sometimes, gets a couple top 30s. I don't know if George is a PGA Tour winner though. A lot of people wouldn't like that I just said that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with you. I don't think he's going to go out there and win anything like the Farmers or the, any kind of big tournament like that. But just having him out there, having people there to support him, like that's why you would go to watch, like, you know, something like the John Deere Classic. You go to see people like him.
Agreed.
How close in talent level is George and Wesley to Kiz?
Gosh, I would think gotta be close.
Is it like D1 to D2, or I mean, because to make the cut, I mean they got talent, but I mean Kiz has won some.
And so George, I didn't know this till I watched that documentary earlier, was a 3-time All-American while he was at South Carolina. I don't think Kiz won anything like that in college. I think he was just a college golfer that made it through.
But I mean, he makes a cut a lot of weekends.
I think you put Kiz and George in a competition. I think I got George winning it, and here's why: because George sincerely wants to win. Kiz is like, give me a top 30 and I get paid $50,000. I'm good to go. Hey, look at our mascot on the show.
Efficient for me.
Who's that mascot?
That's our mascot, everybody. Say, hey, what's that dog's name again?
It's Ivy.
Ivy. That's our mascot, Ivy. Say hi, Ivy.
The queen.
The queen.
Just so y'all know, we just got an email back.
Oh, yeah, we better check it. Is Ivy the one that scratched up the raptor?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you go get those claws trimmed immediately after that?
Yeah, that was on me.
When did this happen? Recently?
No, it was probably a few months ago.
Oh.
Brady, for the rest of the show, put those glasses on there behind you as we go further into
your gaming glasses.
Yeah, I was going to as we go to but there's like a big glare on the, like you can see.
There's Dan Rappaport right there. Okay, here we go on to the rest of the show.
Yeah.
So that's the take on this weekend. Shout out George and Wesley. This weekend, this is what's coming up. We're starting our series, 2024 series, which is going to be the Back Nine Bandits versus the Redbeards. If you're watching, you're like, what's that? It started as me and Mitchell, because we're the Redbeards, versus the Back Nine Bandits, which is Zach and Brady. And all throughout 2024, what we're going to do is it's still going to be Redbeards and Bandits, but it may not always be me and Mitchell, or it may not always be Zach and Brady. But it'll be 2v2, alternating between scrambling and best balls and all that kind of stuff. Going to different courses. The plan was the trail. We were super excited about that if you were watching. But we found out quickly it's hard to get early tee times.
They will not respond.
Yes. And with all of us
being... I sent another message today. And
still nothing.
They ain't read it.
With all of us being married men, we cannot just go out at 1 o'clock for a tee time because the wives are not happy about that. So we try to get them early tee times. And so backup plan, everybody. Zach sent us a TikTok of the 10 best public courses in Georgia, and that's going to be the new move. We're going to try to knock that out. Y'all think that's going to be good?
Hopefully, as long as we can get out there. I think we might have run into the same issue, but...
Well, I mean, I know RTJ's public, but I think some of them we can just reach out to ahead of time and just book a tee time.
The downside is we're focusing on the Georgia courses. I was kind of excited about possibly Purcell next month, but it's Alabama. We can't do it. And here's the thing. Purcell's really cool.
Still in reach.
But it's really cool. But if we're trying to play
just film it.
If we're trying to play the 10 best in Georgia, I'm sure one of those courses will be just as cool as Purcell. So I don't think it's got to be like a downside. So that's what we're trying to do. We started that this weekend. We're doing the 10 best, and we're going to start with what we think should be in the top 10, but it wasn't in their top 10. We're going to start the fields this weekend, which will be, I guess, according to TikTok's chart, not ours, Ashley, if you're listening, number 11 for us. So this will be where we start at and we go through. So be checking out for that. That's coming out in January of 2024. That series will kind of be our vibe for the whole year with a few little odds and ends videos sprinkled in, maybe some moon golf. And we're going to film a match with Ann at moon golf and all kinds of stuff. So be checking that out. All right, let's get to the good stuff right here. Zach added something in the bag. Is it in the room? Wait, time out. I can see what's not in the bag. Hold on. Before you show what's in that, show that club that's not in the bag to set up what's in the bag.
So So what was is LA Golf,
Mm-hmm.
the Bel Air X carbon fiber. It's different.
Yeah,
Real
has a different
different.
sound to it.
Different sound. Hard to gauge speed with it.
So what'd you
They
do? Oh, that thing's looking like Wesley Bryan.
Ooh.
We're worked with them for a custom little fitting.
Can you stand up and show it arm locked on your arm? That's clean.
Oh, it's that way to read it.
Stand up and let's see you arm lock it one time.
Oh yeah, it's arm lock.
Let's see. Give us a good.
So it comes all the way.
Show us your form.
Inside of the elbow.
Where's your other hand go? Show us that form. Are you going to claw it?
I don't know. It's more. I think it's more like this. Still.
Oh, so you're going traditional?
Yeah. No. I mean, it's all the way down, but it's almost. I was playing like Grant earlier with the two fingers, and I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Make a decision before Saturday. Don't be out there testing stuff.
Oh, it'll be ready Saturday. I was rolling it in the house earlier.
So he went with the lab golf, which, funny enough, the guy, which is big on a lot of Buster Jack uses it, so a lot of tour players use it, and he's actually from Georgia, the guy that created this company. And so Zach went through the whole fitting thing and made that purchase.
You said it was only like a 5-10 second video is all they needed to do the online fitting?
Yep, it's on their website, and I just texted it to him. Like, I didn't have to go because we had his number, so I just sent him a text. He's like, perfect. Send me the numbers. Boom.
That's simple. So I'm excited. In January, the video will come out that we're filming this Saturday, and y'all will get to see if that thing is hot or not. That's going to be the game we play. Hot or not.
I hope hot.
Real quick, before we jump into our picks, if you're local to our area, there's a course that got shut down, rightfully so, because I couldn't beat Zach at it, so I had that thing shut down. I called my people, say, tear it up. And they built a new one called Pines Crossing, and Mitchell has played it. So, Mitchell, this is the part of the show where we send one of our guys to a new course. He reviews it. First, give us a score, 1 to 10, and then tell us why.
Probably give it 5.5 out of 10.
Oh,
Mainly because the layout, they tried to squeeze 18 holes after losing, I don't know how many acres, but they lost land, and they still tried to put 18 out there. And you're just, the fairways are running parallel, so you're up and down, and you're teeing off adjacent to other greens where people are hitting into you. So, and there's no tee box marker, so you don't know what tee box you're on. And it is kind of confusing at one point after hole 3, because they tell you when you take off, if you go to hole 3 and you try to go to the left, you're going to skip 6 holes because you're going to, I think that's number 9 right there. So,
there's no signs out there?
They tell you have to take the right. No, there's no signs. Nothing.
Sheesh.
Sounds
Well,
like
probably
it
need to
should
get
be
in
like
touch.
2 months before they
They
start.
probably need to get in touch with Be Still Creative and get some signs put up there.
What'd you say, Brady?
Sounds like they should have waited till the beginning of the year to open.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You know what it's about.
It's
They
it's
don't
cart path,
care.
It's cart path only for at least the next year.
No.
Yeah, they're not going to let you drive on the fairway at all.
But
yeah, I mean, just the biggest thing is the danger factor. I mean, you're getting hit into like it's nothing.
What land did they lose? Like where 11, 12, and all that was?
Where 10, 11 was the par 3. So 12 and 13 basically they lost that land.
Well, here's what everybody needs to know, and we need the honest truth. Now that Indian Pines is gone, did you really shoot a 77?
Yes. I'm gonna take that to my. I'm gonna take that to my grave. I'm gonna take that to my grave.
So Pines Crossing, everybody. Straight from Mitchell, 5.5. Be looking for next month. We're sending Mitchell to Mississippi. They're building a new course out there. We're sending him out there. He's going to play it and review it for us. Be looking for the article type up. 5.5 if you're trying to go to Pines Crossing. And according to Mitchell,
we
take
got
a helmet.
Brady. In January we got Brady going to Tennessee.
Oh, yep. He's going to get that review going
up
in.
north.
So be checking it out. I wish in January we were going to Sweetens Cove in Tennessee, but we'll have to figure that out.
Boy, I bet it. The worst part is like we plan a trip like that. We get up. It's gonna be like when we went to Panama City. It was 30 degrees,
especially in January.
Wind whipping.
Well, everybody, here we go. This is the part of the show where it's time to finish
Lock it in.
Lock it in with our picks for this week's PGA and LPGA Tour events. This is presented by Swanee's Golf. Use BSG 25 for 25% off. They've got it all. Shout out Swanee's. Just send us some gear. Love it the way it looks. Got some new hats and jackets and stuff on that. Recap last week, the Butterfield Bermuda Championship. Camilo? Does that sound right?
I think that's right. Camilo.
I think it's
Could be Camillo.
Camillo. Yeah, Villegas.
He pulled off the win, and coincidentally, he's also Zach's new teammate. He uses a lab putter.
He is.
So they're lab athletes together. The LPGA, the Anakin driven by Gainbridge at Pelican, Lilia Vu won it. So before we make our picks this week, Brady's going to update us. And as he pulls that up, I had this idea this week, boys. At the end of the season, whoever finishes with the worst,
it on the notes.
Whoever finishes
I'm about
with
sick
the
of these mid-season updates.
At the end of the season, whoever finishes with the worst score has to be entered into a legit golf tournament, not just like a scramble, but where you play by yourself, golf tournament. Maybe like one of them amateur tours, no handicaps involved, and you have to play in it and compete and see what you get and see what you shoot. And I'm talking about playing with some scratch golfers and 2 handicaps and whatnot. And here the loser of our thing is. So that's going to be.
I've never in my life seen the start of something have so many different changes as it goes.
Well, welcome to BSG, my boy.
Towards the negative.
Hey, you're doing pretty good, so I wouldn't worry.
Great.
I know I'm good, but still.
Fully fitted by Moon Golf, your apparel, and you'll be ready.
Could you imagine entering that event and they're like, all right, you're paired with Scotty, whatever, and he's like a 2 handicap, and y'all just have to play 18 holes together. He's like, why is this guy competing right now?
Or like a +4.
Yeah. And then
BSG will fund the entry.
And you
just gotta go.
Play. That Sony on that gimbal's coming to the round too. And it's documented.
You played with it anymore?
I've worked on a little bit last night. I'm gonna play with some tonight. All right, Brady, show us the updated score sheet.
I'm just gonna
screen
tell you the
screen share
score
with us.
between. I don't know. A little good.
No, you ain't got to if you don't
take a crap if that happens.
No, don't do that. Don't do
that. So I'm just gonna tell you what the combined score from the PGA and LPGA is right now. We've done 6 rounds total. So 5 LPGA tournaments and 4 between the PGA. Right now, Mitch is in last at 38 strokes under par. And next is Casey at 42 strokes under par. Zach is in second at 64 strokes under par. And I'm leading with 101 strokes under par.
Things that came back, boy.
There it is,
made
boys.
Some steps.
Can y'all see that on the screen?
There it is.
Made some moves.
Yeah. So if you're wondering, this is all Brady. Brady is an Excel kind of guy. So he hooks us up. That's our picks. This is how we do it. Yeah, he's a good spreadsheet guy. As you can see, 2 weeks ago we implemented the penalty for a player being cut. So if you pick somebody and they end up not starting, that's a penalty?
That's what Zach said.
Oh, wow.
That ain't right. He did that after mine didn't start, after mine didn't play.
It didn't affect you then as going forward.
So
now you got to pay attention.
Players can be chosen by one person per tournament, and you cannot pick the same player for more than 2 tournaments in a row. Majors count as double points. Love that. Didn't know that rule. So Brady right now, like he said, is dominating. We got to catch that. We need Brady to
reeling him in.
We need Brady to have a tour player, a PGA player get cut, and then an LPGA player not start in a major. In a major, that's what we need.
Yeah, double negative points.
So in a major, if they get cut, do you lose 20 points instead of 10?
Yes, you do.
Yep. Wow, I'm looking back at my picks and how I've had Siwoo Kim. That he should have been a solid pick. How's he going to get cut like that? Brady's the only one that has not had someone cut
Yet.
I know y'all saw my. Well, here's our picks for this week, and I'll leave this up because our picks are on there, so y'all can kind of watch it too. The PGA this week is at the RSM Classic in St. Simons Island, Georgia, which was one of the courses, top best public courses. No, that's
Top
Sea
10.
Island.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that Sea Island? I think it was Sea Island, not St. Simons. $8.4 million purse, 500 FedEx Cup points, and let's go through our picks right now. Let's start. Mitch, who you got?
You already know I got the man who won it last weekend.
He's
Emilio Villegas.
The lab putter is going to stay hot. He's saying.
I'm going with the hot.
I got to get some points. I got to get some points back.
Ludwig Ober.
There you go.
That's his. So that's Zach. Zach likes him. He's picked him twice now this season to win. Brady, who you got?
The hometown guy.
Terrible pick.
He's from that area. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the reigning Open champion Brian Harmon.
I just can't with the oversized clothes and all that. It's 2023.
Maybe since it's maybe since he's playing on the East Coast by the sea, he'll be a little less over baggy.
And we're gonna go from Brady's pick, who's oversized clothes, to my pick, who wears them skin tight. Give me Billy Horschel.
The American man.
The American man. You know, this is why I picked him. Because I remember when, was it a few months back when he started crying about the round he had. And that's when I was like, this man takes his golf seriously.
Soft.
No, he takes it seriously.
Soft.
So give me Billy Horschel.
No, SOFF, Mitch. Soft.
I need him this week. So those are our picks. We don't condone locking picks in and gambling, but if you were just with friends saying, hey, look, I bet this is who's going to win, I can guarantee you can lock these picks in because one of them is going to hit. Guarantee it. All right, let's go over to the LPGA. I actually was able this past week to watch some of the LPGA, and it's just mind-blowing how good they hit the ball with how smooth they swing. I feel like
the tempo is world-class on LPGA. It's different than what we do.
It makes me rethink everything about my golf game with how hard I try to swing. And so LPGA at the CME Group Tour Championship. Let's go with our picks. We'll start back with you again, Mitchell. Oh, here's his favorite again. Lord have mercy. This is his fourth time picking her.
No, it's the fourth time, yes, but she didn't start one, so it didn't count.
In six events, everybody. This is his fourth time picking her. Go ahead, Mitch. Who you picking?
Minjee Lee.
Oh, I bet everybody in the audience knew that was happening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's broke.
I just know if Mitch participates in the amateur event, I want to be there filming.
Oh yeah,
gotta be on his bag.
Oh, I'll probably shoot the round of my life for that one.
We're gonna film it. Trust me, we're gonna find out. All right,
one of us will caddy, one will film.
Oh, what if nobody else has a caddy, but we make Mitchell we're Mitchell's caddy? That'd make it even better. And we're mic'd up the whole time. Mitchell, don't hit that club. Don't hit that club, Mitchell.
If you swing
you don't want to hit a 3-wood?
Yeah. Zach, who you got for LPGA?
Ataya Titikul. I'm just going off odds. I've started leaning on Vegas for my picks, and I'm making a comeback.
They've done pretty good for you.
Okay.
Brady?
I got Runen Yin.
Okay. Second time picking her.
Yeah.
What'd she do for you last time? Oh, tie for 41st. Okay, that's not bad.
She's in the
still subpar.
She's up there in the top 5 on the CME Globe points. So I figured maybe she'll shoot strong there towards the end.
And your boy's going with Jin Young Ko, she didn't win it last year, but she won it back-to-back years in 2020 and 2021. So love her chances of winning this. So there's a good look. If you're listening, you can head over our YouTube channel. You can see, just go to this part of the show. You can look at our screen, how our picks were picked and how we're getting our points. Really neat. Love that segment. And I love the fact that it has a punishment now. And I hope it's Mitchell who loses. I want to see him play an event.
Caddy. I'll clean them clubs. I'll carry the bag. I'm ready.
Are we gonna do like an amateur, like that golf weekly thing or whatever we played in, but the solo, no teams. It's got to be a solo event.
So it needs to be solo. It wouldn't be a real event.
It's a 4-man scramble. He'll be like, well, guys, it's a 4-man scramble. No, we're just gonna have one play.
Yeah,
we'll be there, but only one's playing.
So next part of the show, this is the segment where we talk about what's coming up. So if you're up ahead, ball's hitting into you, we up 4, just like that. Here's what's coming in from BSG the next few weeks. We've got Mid-South. And shout out Talamore Golf Resort for interacting with us on social media, by the way. Y'all real.
Makes me want to go back.
Same. We got Mid-South coming up. I was editing the video today, and I forgot about hole 3 where Zach, we thought he made a hole in 1.
Oh, yeah, where it was hidden.
Yeah, the ball disappeared, and so I got to that part. I also got to part, and hole 2 was pretty funny, too. That's where you and Jeremy are in this whole debacle of, like, how far over in the fairway you are dropping because that tree was right there. I'd forgotten all about that, too. And so this video is coming out Monday. The following week will be the second one, and then the finale, Tobacco Road, which I'm excited about. As well as we challenged the youngest Kirby amateur champion to a match, and he responded with, he thinks he can get us this time. Thoughts?
He's good.
So. He's good, but I don't think so.
I think 4 is too much for really anyone.
Were all 4 of us there last time we played him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I think we've even gotten better.
Remember, I left Joni after we went to the ER.
Oh, I do remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And we got the call from the father-in-law on the ride there. I do
remember that.
It's too late. I'm on exit 47. I'm ready.
So here's my question. He's older now. He's stronger. He's playing really good golf. Do we have to give him some kind of advantage, or is it just straight up us 4 versus him?
I mean, he challenged us again.
At our home course, Newton Country Club.
Yeah, we got a plaque.
Yeah, there's going to be one after that round because I'm going to get one made and stick it in the ground. Nobody's looking. I'm just going to put it in the bunker on hole 3 or whatever. Was Zach hit that shot where you did that split?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to stick the plaque there. So he's the youngest. If y'all don't know what the Kirby is, it's a golf tournament with not just like whatever, but these are good golfers.
The oldest in Georgia.
Oh, a golf tournament in the state of Georgia?
It's the oldest for whatever it is.
Last year's winner was none other than Maddox Lytle. I guess he didn't compete this year to defend his championship because that would have been a match right there. Him and AJ coming down to it. Oh,
yeah. That'd be nice to see him follow.
Yeah. But we need that planned because like a week leading up to it, we're going to have AJ on the podcast and we're going to kind of talk to him about, he's been playing lights out golf right now.
Oh, we could play in it.
The Kirby?
The Kirby Invitational. It's the oldest invitational golf tournament in the state of Georgia.
And it takes place in September?
November,
October?
every year.
November. What are the odds? November's the month after the PGA Tour finishes, which would be the perfect tournament for the loser of our pick'ems to play in. The Kirby.
We're looking at you, Mitchell.
That's going to be the tournament.
That's it.
BSG's going to cover the cost. BSG's going to cover the cost, and you're going to go up against the defending champ, AJ. And
it's 2 days.
Oh, man, that's going to be incredible. I don't care if carts are allowed. Whoever's playing in it has to walk with their caddy.
I'll push. I got my cart. We can load up my push cart.
So that's the event, the Kirby. Can we really play in it? It's not just private. We can.
Yeah, it says non-members. You can.
Oh, wow.
You can pay to play.
Wow. And look, he's already
He
practicing.
dropped. He knows.
He went to the range to practice. That's perfect. The Kirby. That'll be the event. I can tell you,
12 index or up, play black tees. No, 12 index to 6 is black tees. Anything higher, you're in the club division, and you play a mix of black and white.
Well, I can hear y'all now.
I think we should have to tell them, lie about the handicap so that whoever it is has to play the furthest back. The greatest chance of shooting over 100, like the hardest tees.
I'm probably going to ask for a GHIM.
We can make one up.
If it's that serious.
Y'all got to set up. I'm set up. I got my gin. It's real high, though.
We'll golf Zach's.
I ain't got to worry about it because I ain't going to come in last.
I hope it's Zach. I love Zach to play in it. That whole one, I can just hear that dog barking already.
And then I need someone to tell me where to drop.
Yeah. And they probably play real rules too. So back to the tee box. All right, this next part of the show. Let's hit it.
Well, that one's going to be wet. Welcome to the drop zone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this question is brought to you by, it's funny, Brady sent an Instagram message the other day with this question in it, or this statement. And then when I was editing the video today, it actually got brought up when we thought Zach hit a hole-in-one. And we talked about this on camera, or it got talked about. Should you have to buy drinks for everyone if you make the hole-in-one?
No. I think it's a celebration of that golfer for doing it, that everyone around should buy him a drink.
So how many drinks can he handle?
That is
true.
That
might be the day right there.
I can handle a good bit.
We know.
I'm going to answer mine or give my statement, and then I got to go take some medicine real quick. But
go ahead.
I think it's backwards, like the way Zach's saying. I think everybody should have to buy the person, whether it's all at once or over the course of the next like day or so. Like you should be able to come back to the course and like drinks are still on you, or like you still getting free drinks or something like that. Like they should set up a tab for you or something. I don't know, something like that.
Hot take right there. I don't know.
I'll see y'all later.
See ya.
I'm about to die.
See you, Brady.
I understand that, but then I think it's like, man, I just made a hole-in-one. Let me celebrate. Everybody, I'm buying for everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, but I mean,
what if it's like a tournament? What if you're at say you're at the BSG tournament last year? You do it on 17 right by the box, and everybody else has already come off. So there's 50 people.
Okay, see, that's where I guess you're right. Because I was thinking just your group, who you're playing with, your playing partners.
It depends on who witnesses it. If it's, say, was it Tullamore? When we come up 18 and it's over the water right there?
Yeah.
And well, that's a par 4. I mean, if Sharf can do it, one of us could have got lucky. You do it, you got all them people on the balcony right there. The people waiting to go to one. I just don't think it's fair for you to celebrate by buying other people things because you hit a good shot.
In your case, it would have been us plus the maintenance workers right next to us working on the tee box.
Right.
Which would have been crazy.
I don't know if I don't want to buy. I want to have the problem to the side.
Yeah. I can't imagine till one day one of us do it and it's on camera. That's going to make it so much better.
A real one. A real deal. HIO.
Well, that's it for episode 78. The boys are about to hop off, and before we jump on Warzone, we need to talk real quick about meeting with, our sponsors, the man and woman on the hat, for 2 minutes. But thanks for checking out episode 78. As always, go like and subscribe on our YouTube channel.
Share, follow.
Go to Moon Golf. You won't be disappointed. That's it for episode 78. See ya.
Won't be disappointed.
Peace.